Hey, my man, do not do that, my man. Christopher, you gonna shoot me? Yeah, I do.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Eric Mulder here with Cobra Conversations. Thanks for joining me. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing a recent video and article that addresses the situation where a police officer appears to walk away as a suspect pulls a gun out on him and a woman. So let's jump right in. But before we do, if you appreciate content that helps you better understand the police use of force and all things related to policing, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my future content. Now, I saw this video, y'all, and I was really taken aback. I was pretty blown away by it. And this is a news report saying that this whole incident is being investigated. So let's read a little bit of it first. A highly charged domestic police call was caught on surveillance video involving a man with a gun and a woman hiding behind a police officer. The officer then seemingly walks away. As CBS 2's Charlie DeMar reported Thursday night, the video has been placed at the center of a Chicago Police Department investigation. Before we jump on further, if this comes out to be true, what are your thoughts behind this? Why do you think this officer would do this? What are your thoughts? Put them in the comments below. Or put them in the chat. A short recording from a Ring security camera was sent to our newsroom. It does not show the entirety of the incident. But what you do see is raising questions, and the Chicago Police Department will not answer any of them, other than to say the video is the subject of an internal investigation. The video is less than a minute long. On the left of the screen, you can see a Chicago police officer with his gun drawn while a woman in pink positions herself behind the officer. A man pointing a gun emerges from behind the door, and the solo officer retreats downstairs. The woman asks if the man is going to shoot her. At that point, the video ends. Now, we'll jump right into the video here. So, and you tell me what you think.
A man with a gun drawn, a scared, right now a highly charged police call. A man with a gun drawn, a scared woman hiding behind a police officer. Then the officer seemingly just walks away.
Why? Tonight, this video is at the center of a Chicago Police Department investigation. Here's our Charlie DeMar, live in the loop now. Charlie.
Brett and Eric, today our newsroom received a video clip taken from a Ring security doorbell security system. Now, we do want to warn you that the video that we received from a source does not show the entire incident, but the short clip that it does show is raising questions tonight.
Now, I want to commend them in the article and in this video for reminding us that we haven't seen the entire video. Now, did the officer come back? It's possible, but nowadays, it's rare to hear someone even do that. So I want to commend them for that.
We posed those questions to the Chicago Police Department. They don't answer any of them. They're only saying that this video is now the subject of an internal investigation. The video is less than a minute long. On the left of the screen, you can see a Chicago police officer with his gun drawn. A woman in pink positions herself behind the officer. A man pointing a gun emerges from behind a door, and the solo officer retreats down the stairs. The woman can be heard asking if the man is going to shoot her, and the video ends.
And if you heard the dude said, "Yeah, I do." She said, "Are you actually going to shoot me? Or you actually want to shoot me?" And he said, "Yes, I do."
Not in trouble. Hey, my man, do not do that, my man. Christopher, you gonna shoot me? Yeah, I do.
The Chicago Police Department won't confirm why they were called to this apartment, what the conflict was, why that Chicago police officer was all alone, seemingly without backup, and what happened after the officer booked it down the stairs. But
all right, let's pause right there. Now, I can say for one thing that I know how we did it here in Vegas. Most of the time, cops are by themselves. And now I'm not sure what the manpower issue was in Chicago before George Floyd or in recent years, But I know we used to have officers patrol by themselves. The mindset was you wanted more cops on the streets to have more of a presence, more of an appearance of greater presence. But I was always concerned about that because studies have shown that officers are more likely to get into a deadly force encounter when they're by themselves. So I always found that to be a little problematic. And plus, I think that people have a tendency just that want to act right, act better when there's more than one officer present. And you can get through the paperwork and all the things, your investigations that much quicker. But that was just my opinion. And also, we just don't know if the Chicago PD, like many other police departments across the country, is suffering because of a lack of manpower after this radical push to defund and abolish the police that has been taking place over the last few years, but definitely over this last year. But so we don't know if that played a role in what we're seeing. Now, I'm not justifying anything that this officer did. Now, why that officer got up and walked out and bounced, even if just to go down the stairs and put space in between him and the guy with the gun, I'm still trying to figure that out because he basically turned his back and walked down the stairs. And unless I missed something, he basically just turned around and walked away. Now, my first thought would be that in light of all the backlash that a cop gets, especially a white cop gets when they shoot a black man, and it definitely appeared that this suspect was a black man, is considering all the backlash that folks are getting in recent years, could that have played a role? Most definitely. Most definitely it could have played a role. But here are my thoughts. If that's how you feel and you feel strongly that you can't do your job as a cop without facing unfair repercussions, and you could be totally accurate on that, does that mean you just walk away? If you feel that strongly about it, then you find another line of work. You ask them if they can take you off the streets, maybe reassign you somewhere. But you don't go to work saying that you're going to uphold the Constitution, you're going to protect and serve if you're not going to do your job. If you're going to do that now and walk away, if that's what he did completely, like he never came back, then this dude needs to he needs to face some serious penalties. He needs to face some serious charges. And those are my thoughts. Now, we're making a lot of assumptions here for the sake of conversation. If he truly feels as if he cannot do his job without facing unfair repercussions, then brother, roll on, move on, go do something different. And I'm not going to judge you because I agree with that. But if you're going to put on that uniform, put on that body armor, put on that duty belt, wear that badge and go out and say, I'm going to perform the jobs as a cop, then you better perform your job as a cop.
But police scanner traffic does offer some information.
He pointed at the gun at the mother and father multiple times. Or one of these containers the house right now.
And there are some clues on the video. The timestamp reached June 22nd. It matches the time and date of a SWAT call that CPD responded to near Oglesby and 69 in the South Shore neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't know what their policy is. Chicago PD, it seems to me, maybe because I follow them, but every time I turn around, they're having a press conference, a news conference about something. I don't know what their policy is when it comes down to internal investigations. You think they would have someone who would speak out on these issues to explain a little bit more what's going on, even if all they say is this is currently under investigation. So I don't know.
Only say tonight that this is an internal investigation. We are live tonight in the Loop. Charlie DeMar, CBS 2 News. Eric.
I was thinking of a public information officer, someone along those lines. But yeah, y'all, when I saw that video, man, I was like, dang, that's just wild. But those are my thoughts. What do you think about this? What do you think should happen if that officer did indeed just walk away, never came back? Or just even based on his actions, just going down the stairs, turning his back, going down the stairs, leaving that lady upstairs for however long. It takes a split second for someone to shoot. What do you think should be the repercussions? What do you think should happen to that officer? Or do you think nothing should happen to him at all? comment down below. I'd love to hear it. In the meantime, stay safe. God bless. Make sure you join the conversation.